Hey guys, I'm Heintje, and after some rides on the big bike, it's time to give the Hardtail some love again. Or should I say abuse. For this I went to Halde Hoppenbruch, a small but fun spot with a couple of jump lines. Nothing too crazy, so the Hardtail is going to be ideal here. 3, 2, 1... After we did a bit of a warm-up, it was time to jump into the jump line. If you are one of the most loyal subscribers to my channel, you might remember that I've been here before. That was about 1.5 years ago. I remember this line as one with a couple of small but very doable gap jumps, but that's about all I could recall, so this run was semi-blind. First a small and easy gap, then one that looked pretty steep. I decided to trust my friend, even though he's a way better jumper. The next jump I skipped for now. I thought I lost too much speed with that case and the skulls were looking scary. Followed up by a table jump. Now the line continues, but we decided to break it up in segments. Let's first do the top section one more time. Except for a tiny commitment issue at the big table, this run went a lot better. But I have to say, the line into the skull gap runs weird. If you follow the berm, you miss the jump. Now we checked out the next section. A small drop and then a somewhat bigger drop, or step down. This one can be even called a road gap. Again, we did a small session. Features like this are perfect to perfect your skills on. Now it was time to string the whole line together. I felt the line had been changed, but I couldn't say how. Back home I checked the footage from my previous visit and yes, it has been changed. One tiny gap has been replaced with a massive table, one that took me quite a few tries before I got to clear it, by the way. One jump has gotten an extra, bigger lip. And last, they added one more table. The bottom section stayed the same. This line is just fun to ride, and really great for riders a tiny bit above the beginner level. The gap jumps are relatively small and inconsequential. The tables are good to boost your boosting skill without being too insane. This brings me to the next line, the so-called freeride line, the one with all the iconic features of this spot. It starts with a couple of drop options, followed up by a serious table. Time for one more session. The drop is already quite a size up from the road gap in the jump line, although it's very friendly. You can safely come up short or go deep. As long as you keep the bike level, you're probably fine. The next table is kinda tricky. First of all, the speed you gain from the drop is already way too much, at least if your goal isn't overshooting the jump by a lot. The next issue is, it's a blind jump. When the takeoff gets higher, you just can see the edge of the landing when taking off, making it harder to hit the right amount of pop. Normally you can eye out the jump during the run-up, however, since this one is after a corner, that's not an option here. Thankfully it's a table and you can build up muscle memory over a couple of tries, exactly what we did. After this jump the line gets a bit of a connection section, a couple of very tiny jumps, nothing special, except for this incident. Here some flying creature entered one of the ventilation holes of my helmet. Now for the bottom section of this line, here you'll have multiple options, they go from small to even smaller. I remember last time I really enjoyed this part, now it felt a bit underwhelming. On the other hand, I appreciate places like this also cater toward beginners. A risk many places like this face is the fact that the builders want to go bigger and neglect or even remove the simple stuff. However, this line has one really big jump, one I'm pretty sure I can do, especially with a toe in for my friend. Unfortunately, he was too far ahead in this run, and in later runs we didn't get to it. Next time, for sure. Most of the times we rode this section we went to the left, to the bush gap, that doesn't even have bushes anymore, so technically it would just be the gap now. Last time this one was a real challenge for me, it took me quite a few attempts to finally daring to commit, even with the forgiveness of the e-bike. This time I hit it straight away.
Je rijdt hem ook al.
Ja joh.
Lekker joh.
Sure, it needed some cleaning up. In the next runs I got a bit further, only to land pretty back wheel heavy. Not sure why though. Again, something that went better every run. Now I've showed almost everything this place has to offer, the only thing left is the enduro line. She has to start with the freeride line, only to go left after the big table, an exit I nearly missed. Now let me show the rest of the line from my friend's perspective. He's been sessioning this line earlier this day, something that clearly paid off this run. While he is chasing me, let me thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel, it will mean a lot to me. If you're already subscribed, first of all, thank you. Second, you probably already know what I'm gonna say right now. That's right, I hope to see you back for my next video and have fun riding in the meantime. Houdoe.